Y'all already know who it is, and if you don't know, then man, your cable off, your Wi-Fi fucked up, something. Nah, you already know, man. It's your boy Charlie Clips, man.
And y'all know y'all other motherfucking cameramen are pitiful because y'all ain't got shit on Rob Roy and LK Visuals. You heard it here first. Uno.
Yo, you know what it is? The Kid Cortez, Brooklyn, Murder Ave Gang. We out here.
Like a noose to the pen, I'm Lucifer's twin, staring at the page with a lucrative grin, like it's gonna happen, right? Trying to convince myself that I haven't wasted half my life.
We're getting ready to go to Northern Strike 3. I'm battling Herbs, and there's gonna be a lot of good battles on the card, and I'm just bringing you guys along, you know, just to show everybody what it's like to be involved in battle rap as an up-and-coming rapper. This is like a new track with Lindsay Johnson from Conscience. She did a whole 16-bar verse too, man. Like, she's dope, man.
All my people's in the place, put your hands in the sky, check the girl to your left, man.
Shit is too serious, guy, too serious. I got my merch ready. I got my bags packed. We got the whip ready outside. And it's LK Visuals and Rob Roy, and we're gonna show everybody what's up.
I'm feeling better than I've ever been, higher than the Himalayas, a place I've never been, it's still rising. You know to come up, you know to come up, stack, get right, can't call it, too fresh to spoil it. You know to come up, you know to come up, you know to come up, stack, get right.
Yo, I got Lex in the cut, Rob Roy in the cut, fucking battle rap documentary. Yo.
What motivates you to keep going?
Because I enjoy it still. It's a fun. Like the culture is fun. Like I enjoy like showing that I got what it takes and like just showing like my best and like making the crowd go wild. Like it's a rush. You know what I mean?
Cats look at battle rap like it's, you know, like it's this thing that anybody can do, right? Like I know everybody starts off thinking they're gonna be the next fucking Pat Stay or whatever, the next national treasure. Nicolas Cage is gonna look for you. You know what I mean? They love you, but like the thing is that guys like they look at it so narrowly. Like you're trying to create something of yourself, and you have the freedom to do what you like. Like a lot of these guys, I mean, in terms of talent, need to really, you know, think about what they want to do and the place that they need to go. Like bars don't mean shit nowadays. I don't give a fuck how good you can rap. It's straight up it, man. Like this isn't a, like the term rap battle, I think, is the most detrimental thing to this in a lot of the cases. Like realistically, like I mean, I don't even, when people ask me about what I do, I don't necessarily say that I'm a rapper per se. It's a different entity now. So, you know, a lot of cats think that it's just they can go up there and just rap or, you know, say some bullshit bars and stuff about, you know, like about, you know what I mean, rapping around a fucking horse track like it's a whatever, and like, you know, it's annoying. It's like these people are not looking at it in the creative context that they need to. It's something that needs to be harnessed and something that needs to be, it's an art form that deserves to flourish. I've been all over the world doing this. I've been to England and all over the States and all over Canada, and I watched some of the best battlers and battles in the world happen right in front of my eyes. And I've watched some of the worst battles in the world happen right in front of my eyes, to be honest. Like, it's some of the most terrible, most embarrassing fucking shits you've ever seen in your life.
Shout out to the bar. Tip your bar staff, you know what I'm saying? You get fucking bodied, honestly.
Got me cold as a motherfucker out here, man. I like King of the Dot because it gives you a different platform to let your lyricism out. When I battle, I can get that aggression out. It's real fun.
Sometimes I get pissed off at the game because it's a lot harder for us to get, as an up-and-comer, to get known in the game because we didn't grow with the scene. When I got involved in the scene, it was at that point where it was becoming so saturated that even if you were good at what you did, you were still lost in the mix. You know, the league owners have all this bullshit they gotta sift through. So in order for someone like myself to stand out, I gotta do something different.
It's super easy to get discouraged with the whole, you don't feel like you're getting what you deserved, and pretty much something more recently that I did, I just kind of looked at how far I've gotten, and it's straight up changed my whole perspective. And I even go through it too, like once a year, I'm just like, oh man, you know, I don't want to battle rap anymore. But then I see that every time I battle, the fans keep laughing, you know, they keep supporting, they keep showing me love. So it's like, there's no way I could walk away from this anytime soon.
You know, battle rap, you know, let me say this. When performers are battling on battle rap live in front of everybody, man. Not everybody can do that, man. I respect you guys for doing this. Not everybody can do this. You can like write your shit for days and days. You go in the studio, you know, trying to fucking perform that shit, and you still choke. But here, you can't choke, man. Like, you know, you can't choke.
It's a no-no, eh?
It's a no-no, man. Like, there's a live audience, man. So much pressure behind you, and you guys just like, you know, I respect that. I respect that.
You gotta do something to stand up on that stage. Don't fucking take a shit on the stage or anything stupid like that. But you gotta do something on that stage to make yourself unique from something. Fucking writing and rehearsing, that's the easy shit, man. Like fucking some of the best writers I know write some mad shit, but that's the easy shit. You still gotta win over the crowd, and you still gotta have those motherfuckers remembering you when they all go home at the end of the night.
It's exhausting, but at the same time, I love it. It's an exhilarating rush. When you're in the ring and you drop a bar and the whole crowd goes nuts, that refuels me. It's like filling up my gas tank, ready to go again.
I battled in probably like 8 different cities, so it's like different places have completely different factors based on like the size of the city, the type of people that live there. You know, there's a big difference in East Coast versus West Coast. So
hey, we're doing an interview, bro, so just like back up for a second.
All right, it's all about East Coast versus West Coast and how I feel about it.
Nothing negative has ever come out of it for me. Like, I've always enjoyed it. That's why I'm here now. That's why I still compete and take part in it, is because I enjoy it. But at the same time, the reason why I enjoy it is to like, I'm not like, you know, I'm not good at telling people they're good. I'm a lot better at telling people they're not good. So that's why I do it. Like, that's just it. I'm better at being an asshole than a nice guy. So.
Yeah, well, you know, that's the just of battle rap, man.
Right?
You gotta clown your motherfucking opponent, man.
Well, it's not even just an opponent. I just mean in general over everything. I just, you know, you almost have to be like a total fucking asshole at all times. Because as soon as you start being
you
nice,
know,
you're
and I know
writing.
that I'm too nice for this shit.
No, not even that. I'm just saying.
So, we're here in Edmonton after the Northern Strike 3 event. And yeah.
Rolling back to the hotel.
That's right. And it didn't go too well for me. But you know what? Shit happens. No excuses, you just gotta keep it moving.
Worldwide music, grown man music, globalized music, revolution music, universal music, intelligent music, relevant music. I make red, black, and green face mask rap music.
What's up, everybody? It's Rob Roy. We're here in Toronto right now. We're gonna be hitting up the GZ event, Flatline event tomorrow, King of the Dot, and bringing this documentary to light for all the fans. We're gonna be talking to all your favorite battlers, staff, a lot of people that participate and contribute to the culture. So we're gonna try and bring to light their thoughts and opinions on how battle rap has expanded. So that being said, we're gonna get this shit started, and I'm glad to be here. Rob Roy, LK Visuals, peace.
The revolution has guns with music, the melodies, the movement, the harmonies, the artery that flows through the heart of these dudes. I make music, showing and proving, fighting to enlighten.
Battle rap right now, as opposed to how it was like even just 2, 3, 4 years ago, is such a bigger and scarier beast than it ever has been before. It's so much more involved, so much more intricate, so much better followed. There's so much more like backing behind it financially. Like there's a lot of money that's getting thrown into it because it's becoming a real legitimized art form, like even a subsect of hip hop right now, to the point where you can travel the world, which I've done. You can showcase your skill, you can showcase your talent as a person, and you can really put on for the art form, which is ever growing, and I'm happy to be a part of its growth.
When I came up in the scene, the battle rap circuit was a really sort of small, tight-knit group of dudes. Like I remember doing freestyle battles with like Organic, you know what I mean? Like Bishop Brigante used to be a heavy hitter in the freestyle scene back in the day. Scandalous was a heavy hitter back in the day. Empire Crew, you know what I mean? If you were in it back then, it was kind of easier to transition into this newer art form with the a cappella battles, but now that it's become such a big thing, I think the whole industry as a whole has become so oversaturated with so many rappers.
Back in the day, you used to have to, you know, search online, try to find just any sort of hip-hop show, make face at it. I mean, there was no social media, there was no promoting yourself from sitting at a computer, there was no, you know what I mean? To go to a battle competition, you actually had to go, you didn't know who you were facing, you didn't know any of the people at the event. It wasn't like a community-based thing where you recognize people from online or anything like that. You recognize people, so it was completely different. You were independent, you were solo. You know, it was way different. There was no YouTube footage, so the battle back in the day, you used to have to win multiple competitions just to get a name, for people to even know your name, never mind recognize your face or anything, because YouTube footage and everything didn't exist. It wasn't really about making a big name worldwide, it was making a big name locally, trying to stand out amongst, you know, your locals and everything like that. Battle rap was the one way to show that you have the talent. You're not ducking nobody, you're putting yourself up against 15 other people in that competition, you don't know who they are, and 15 of them are going home losing and you're going home winning. That was the mentality.
How much have you actually had to sacrifice in order to make some moves and shit happen for you?
Great things, you know what I mean? Like, you know, my job at the time really conflicted with everything. So it was like, you know, I had to really make a choice. Like, yo, look, do I really want to do this? Do I have a career with music and with entertainment and battling is my door? Or do I leave that alone and work and do the 9-to-5 life? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that shit is like, it's always gonna be a sacrifice. If you want something, it's never gonna come easy. If it comes easy, it's not worth it.
Exactly.
So if you're thinking about sacrifice about something, it must be really worth it. And this was definitely worth it. Like time with my son, relationships, all types of shit. Like, you know,
so much shit that
exactly,
don't see,
because people don't understand it's a new culture. So we know how to be professionals in it, but there's not many people to teach us how to act. Other rappers can tell other rappers what they've done in the past. We're a brand new genre, so we're the forefathers of it, like to tell people how to move. So we learn it as we go along.
I fucking had a relationship of 6 years that fell apart because of battle rap. Monetary value, literally, and direct dollars equaling over $1 million, like that I didn't even have. I've given everything. Like I'll fucking, like all this shit ain't nothing compared to what I've sacrificed for this game. You feel me? That's why I feel comfortable no matter what hood, where I'm at, I'll wear this shit. And my fucking shoes are worth more than my plane ticket was out here, you feel me? But that ain't shit because of what I sacrificed to get to where I'm at. And to do is way bigger than me. The moves that I've made have been for this entire culture, just like Organic, just like, you feel me, like all the real motherfuckers. Like that's it, dude. We sacrifice a lot, bro. The battlers themselves sacrifice so much. You guys get like a 3-minute window into their lives where you don't see everything else. The heartache, the preparation, the pain. Once again, the humanity that goes into building this shit, bro.
Man, the sacrifice that I put in the game is crazy. I done battled through death in the family. I done battled through sickness, through illness, through strep throat. You know, man, God bless my mom's is great now, man. My mom's almost having cancer. My grandmother actually having cancer. You know, defeating it, man. Fuck cancer. You know, I've been through all that. And sometimes you won't know, because I won't mention it. because I'm a warrior. You know what I'm saying? You know,
it goes deeper than just going up on stage and performing.
Nah, it's deeper than that. But you know what? That's why battle rap, you know, it's not just a career for me. You know, rap. Let me say this: rap in general is not just a career for me. You get what I'm saying? It's therapeutic, man. It's a way of life. It's art, man. You know, it's like you got a canvas. When you battle rap or you perform, it's like a canvas, and the crowd is your paintbrush.
Yeah.
And when you take the crowd, it's like you just closing your eyes and you moving them in a certain way. And when you move them in a certain way and you open your eyes,
and boom, there it is.
Mona Lisa.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Mona Lisa, you know? Going into a battle is like going into a fight, man. It's war. So when I'm about to battle, man, I distance myself from my family. I distance myself from everything. Because, you know what I mean? You got to get mentally prepared to go in there, man. It's a war. It's not fun and games. So, you know what I mean? In terms of, like, it's been times, like, recently, right before I battled Tay-Rock at Summer Madness 4, my grandma almost had a stroke. But I know a lot of fans, you know what I mean? It's sad, but a lot of people couldn't even bear with that or understand where somebody is at mentally. But, you know, you still got to go on stage and deal with that. So despite the family issues, the financial issues, and just the situations that artists deal with in life, you still got to go on stage and give people your A1, or they just gonna look at it as you fell off or you're not on your A game. So, I mean, you sacrifice a lot mentally and a lot physically because, you know what I mean, in battle rap, there's really no excuses. But when I first came in the game, I paid for a couple of flights. Grizzlemania 1, when I battled Little Farnham, I came out of pocket for that. A couple other events I came out of pocket until I actually started getting, I mean, revenue back. So, I mean, really, when you go into this, you can't expect to get money back. You got to really do it because you love it. I mean,
you got to work.
Yeah, I worked and I did it because I loved it. Not ever knowing that I would start to get thousands of dollars and be able to provide for my family off of this. It's just a blessing that God made that possible because I would still do it just because of the love, because I love battle rap. But I mean, it's definitely a blessing that I could take care of my bills and I could live off of this now. So.
Hey yo, I come from the dirtiest, grimiest place you ever seen. Cause all around the world, the ghetto's the same thing. It seems all these rappers are rocking the same bling. It's the same to say that they all worship the same king. No judgment.
Keeping it thorough. The Opera House is, it's a legendary spot in Toronto for concerts. And considering it's the main stage battlers that are performing, you know, we're going to get an opportunity to talk to a few more people and get their thoughts on the whole state of battle rap now.
Not only a financial sacrifice, but definitely like a time sacrifice, which I guess in turn is a financial sacrifice because time is money. But yeah, I mean, a lot of time and effort goes into this shit. Like editing battles, filming battles is not easy at all, regardless of what anybody says. Like standing around an event for like 12 hours, because we get here like 5 hours before anybody else does. We set up barricades, you know, we like do sound checks, yada yada. And then like after the event ends, everybody else goes home and gets drunk. It's like, oh, it was a successful event, you did so well. But I have to go home and like watch everybody again and edit for like months. Like it never ends. And it's just like, and then after that event ends, there's another event that I filmed 2 weeks ago that I have to edit. So it's like, I'm just like constantly editing battles and stuff.
You keep telling everyone you're gonna quit too.
Yeah, and I've retired like at least 5 times.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the Jay-Z of battle rap. I am definitely the Jay-Z of battle rap. Well, I mean, because it's like, I feel like even battlers can like kind of empathize with me. Ryan can definitely empathize with me on this one, what I'm doing. Good to see you, man. Like, there's so much like stress and involvement that goes into this that like you're always like, fuck, this is like not worth it. But then you get that itch. Like you see a card that's like kind of good and you're like, oh. Like for me it was like Blackout 2. I saw that card and I was like, oh, it's kind of a good card. Oh, I kind of want to come back and film it. And then that was the first battle that we filmed in red on a 4K camera. So best seat in the house. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are struggling in general and sacrificing a lot and spending a lot of their own money that you'll never hear of.
Exactly.
And whether that's
are the battles started? Oh shit.
Yeah. It's all right, man. It's Sharon. It's Sharon. He can interrupt. Yeah. Yeah. Chill, son. Chill.
I had to sacrifice a lot to make it to where I'm at now.
I don't think people really appreciate that.
Mainly, you know, based upon the simple fact that I've always been counted out. No matter what, I've always been counted out. Been counted out a lot of my matches. You know, even in the grind time days, you know, I was counted out then. You know what I mean? And
But even deeper than that, like people got lives outside of battle.
yeah, outside of battle
They
rap.
got a family. Some people got jobs. They gotta leave all this shit behind, spend their time. So like on that level, I think the fans only see what we deliver as far as the battles are concerned. They don't see the pain and the struggle behind it.
It's a big struggle behind it, you know, prepping for a battle. Like, you know, even knowing that, like, we live in a world where you got to battle, you know, on my end, not the Canada side, but on my end, we live in a world where you got to battle damn near every month.
Yeah.
And, you know, knowing that, like, for example, this may be a title shot to Canada, but it's not my biggest battle.
No.
I have a very big battle December 6th, you know, versus Sirius Jones. And, you know, knowing that it's almost like, you know, Mayweather fighting tonight and knowing that he has a fight next weekend. Yeah. Like, I would think that would be very hard for a boxer. Yeah. But yet us, we pretty much tell ourselves, if we don't go to this war, you know, some of these bills ain't gonna get paid.
You really have to sacrifice that lifestyle and move with the scene and get over whatever's trendy to fit in, you know what I mean? So yeah, like you sacrifice a lot. You could even sacrifice your style, or you know, like maybe maybe even saying things that you wouldn't say in conversation, but it's a battle, so you gotta win this and you're gonna do it for shock value or whatever the thing is. So it's like you sacrifice your own even morals sometimes, you know what I mean? Like I would never say things that I say to a battler in real life. Even arguing with someone, I wouldn't say that shit. But so yeah, you sacrifice your morality, your job, your careers, whatever it is, you know?
If you look me up, if you do your homework on Tycoon Tech, you see that I went on a 5-string losing streak, which was me and Skelly. It was my first battle out the gate with 1 week notice, and I choked and I lost. Me and Sparks. I went to Montreal 3 times and lost like completely. So I definitely, but you know what it was? It was honestly organic, keeping his faith in me and saying, yo, Tex, don't worry about it. Just here, just like keep going. And I was like, I'm done with this shit. Like after I lost in Montreal 3 times in a row, I was like, I'm done with this. Like it's over for me. Like battle rap is not for me. I'm just gonna just like whatever, do something else. So I'm gonna make music, push my artist, which was ROS at the time. I'm still with them, Right Out Squad all day. But I was like, yo, it's over for that. I'm not gonna battle no more. And Organic was like, nah, man, just go ahead. And he gave me Mischief, and then I'm like, all right, Organic, cool, you give me Mischief. Yeah, that's when I was like, all right, fine. I've been out the game at Mischief for about like a year and a half at that point. And I was like, cool, whatever, you wanna give me Mischief? All right, cool. And then I just like, it was just like, I don't know, it opened up. I did some shit to Mischief that I didn't even know you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was just like, okay, cool, so I am nice. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh man, I've sacrificed my life for it. I sacrificed my rap career. I've sacrificed friendships, relationships, everything. I mean, it's you look at this like, I look at this, it's a serious job. It's something that puts a lot of stress on everything that you're involved in, from your family issues to your relationship issues, friendship issues. It takes a lot of time out of your life to do this. It takes a lot of stress. You know, just dealing with everything like that. There's a lot of sacrifices that have to be made, but is it worth it in the end? You know, this is what we want to do. This is what we like to do. This is what we love. I mean, I used to work in a steel mill. Just beats the shit out of that.
Yo, I used to have water with my cereal, so forgive me if I'm not that material. But this lyrical is such real material. The unreal have a hard time seeing the miracle. So I try to translate on all levels, introducing the truth to these devils, inspiring love in these rebels, cause they inspire the thugs in these ghettos.
And they ain't ever seen the struggle on these levels. Fucking a fire in these devils. It's all those tactics they using. See now, Jake's harassing the youth till they see now. We off to a see now.
Has it been, for the most part, a positive experience for you being involved in battle rap?
Great positive. I'm on television. I travel the world. I've seen parts of the world I would never see. You get what I'm saying? From Brooklyn. So it's been a great advantage. Like the upside is way better than the low side. You get what I'm saying?
Shit talking.
haters. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get that anywhere you go.
You gotta be able to, like, heavy is the head that weighs the crown. That's so true. So it's like, you know, if I'm a leader in my part of Brooklyn or my team, and you know what I mean, I get hate. It's just that's what comes with the territory. I'm also the person they cutting a check to, and I'm booked everywhere, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I just keep working.
You know, there's been a lot of give and take in my life with battle rap. It's definitely been the largest component in how people know who I am as an artist. You know, I definitely sell music and like try to be a touring artist, and I'm a battle rapper. You know, they put me on a tour and they say Dirtbag Dan battle rapper on the tour flyer. I accept that. Disaster was on the podcast that we do, and he was like, you know, be proud to be a battle rapper. That makes you better, you know what I mean? And Mac Mall said to me one time, he said, you know, the difference between real rappers, like industry rappers, and battle rappers, you know, and their attitudes is it's like a lion in the zoo versus a lion in the wild. Like a lion in the zoo is gonna eat all the time, like there's gonna be food for it, you know? A lion in the wild eats on the clock, you know, be afraid of that. Be afraid of the lion who needs to eat or else he's gonna die.
Battle rap has fully been a positive experience. It's done a lot of great. I've been introduced to many celebrities. I've got to tour with Method Man, Redman, a lot of people in Wu-Tang. I've been, you know, on many TV shows. I'm actually working with TSN right now. I have a full-time gig with them doing wrap-ups every month. So it's a great thing. It helps out your confidence too. If you could stand on stage and win over a crowd of thousands of people with a guy standing right there trying to ruin your life at the same time, there's really not too many things you can't do at that point in terms of having confidence. So it's definitely a great thing. It's a family too. You come to these events, you just know everyone. Like I've seen you guys, you know, Western Canada, Eastern Canada. It's kind of just an inner family circle we have. So battle rap, in all, it's a great community for me, and it's done wonders for me with, you know, confidence, my career, and as well money too. But now there's money involved in this.
Why are you involved in the culture?
Man, like I started watching it and just got hooked and was like, I could do this and shit. And then like when my first battle, I got there and I was like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? You know what I mean? But when I watched it, I was like, that looks like a buzz and shit. But it's honestly one of the most nerve-wracking things you can do. The first time I did it, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here and shit, right? And then the second time I came back, I'm like, not going out like that, and like did way better. Like you just learn from your mistakes. Like that's the thing. Like I don't battle anymore, but I know how it is and I know like what it takes. So like you know what I mean? These guys work hard, and most people in this like do it for nothing or spend their own money because they love it, and like that's what, you know what I mean? I don't know, it was always like the most like street art form to me, you know what I mean? It seemed like even back when it was in the park and shit, and it's just like, oh, you got a problem? Yeah, like, you know, boom, boom, and like, I don't know, I love that shit.
I got a love for the craft, man. Like, I was a fan for a long time before I decided to do this professionally, you know what I mean? Like, I remember way back, you know, for me it started watching like Mook and Lux and Rex and Miles and battles like that on Smack DVD, and then even going forward, like Grind Time, watching like John versus Lotta Zay, John versus Bricks, Bricks versus Blackheart. Like, there's a lot of battles from way back in the day, man, that I used to watch and be like, man, you know, I really fuck with this shit. And I've always been a rapper, but, you know, when I decided to kind of go from making music and doing that to transitioning into battle rap, you know, when I made that decision, that was a big step for me, you know what I mean? So, you know, I do it now because I feel like I'm one of the battlers that people really appreciate for my style, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of battle rappers people appreciate for their personality. There's a lot of people appreciate for their work ethic. Like, you know, people like Rosenberg Raw, he's done 5 battles in like the past 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy work ethic, you know what I mean? And he's doing it, you know, for money and for the culture. He has fans and people want to see him, you know what I mean? People love Clips, Pat Stay, for their personality, you know what I mean? They're charismatic. They're good with their fans. They're humble, genuine guys. You know what I mean? I feel like people, for me, even more so than everything I just said, people appreciate my style. I had somebody in the venue an hour ago tell me she loved me, I was her favorite battler, and I was a poet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's real shit.
That's extremely real. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
so like, I don't think that's something that every battle rapper hears.
I mean, from my experiences battling, there's a rush. There's a rush. It's like a drug, man. And I'll tell you right now, there was nothing better back in the day for me than getting on that stage and proving that I was better than the person that challenged me. There was nothing better than that. There's nothing better than going to a different block in Scarborough, or going to a different block in Rexdale, or going anywhere, or being on the radio and somebody saying it was better than me and having no time to prepare for it. And we had to settle that difference right there on the spot. And I did that for years upon years. So it's a rush. It's a sense of accomplishment. There's goals in it. You want to beat the best guy. You want to make sure you defend your own title. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing. For me personally, I'm a warrior, man, in every sense of the word. So for me as a warrior, I love this shit. The combat, the challenge, the competition. I love that shit.
It's a competitive thing, bro. I'll stay away from a couple months and then I'll be at an event and I'll see dudes battle and I'm like, fuck, I wanna go battle. You get what I'm saying?
Get up there and kill that shit, yeah.
You know, and it's something within, like, you know, when I first entered Fight Club and it was on camera and all that, I realized, wow, I wanna do this shit.
You wanna do, yeah.
And you know what I mean? I did it. You know what I mean? From there, it just took off. Now, you know, you gotta seize the opportunities. It's another thing. Whenever that camera's on, seize the opportunity. You never know who's watching.
I've got a bit of an anger inside, you know what I mean? And it's like the chance to just go on stage and just like let it all out. There's nothing better than that, do you know what I mean? I've never had a buzz like that of anything else, you know what I mean? So battle rap to me, man, yeah, it's somewhat good. A venting system, that's what I mean.
I love crowd reaction. I love being the center of attention. I love everybody hanging on your every word, man. It's like you, and people showing that appreciation for something you write, something that a lot of others couldn't do in a lifetime. You know, they appreciate that. They're paying $40, $60, $100, $300 just to see this. Something that I wrote and put together. So that's why I do this.
Don't call it a comeback.
We've been there and done that, way before the thug rap. Back when them open mic battles kept the club packed. So where the love at for cats with the skill? With some lack the facts, so we subtract the whack from the ill. For lacking the real.
More than just being in that ring and what you bring to the table in the ring. I mean, some people can just come in the ring and do what they do and have the fans and the demand, but a lot of it now is image. Like you have to have that kind of following on social media. You have to be interesting. You have to be kind of like a character so that people fuck with you. And then it just builds your demand. So you're not like, you don't just fit in with the rest of them. Like you have something that stands out.
I spend a lot of time writing battles, probably a lot more than other people do. I'm very slow at writing. I don't know, I have real bad ADD. Need to pop some of that Ritalin. Right before I'm gonna battle and I'm all nervous, I'm like, oh, why did I do this? I forgot how stressed out I get, but then when it's over, I usually feel pretty good.
People really underestimate what it is like to stand on that stage and to prepare for this type of shit. They're like, oh, those guys like stand up there and rap for like 7 minutes, especially old heads that like, they're not actually, it's not 100% freestyle. It's like, bitch, we're standing on a stage in front of thousands of people sometimes, pay-per-view all across the world, millions of views that will be there for the rest of your life. Do you know the fucking pressure that is? You could fuck up and look like an idiot. You could shit yourself, piss yourself, just get torn to shreds, embarrassed. Like, it takes a lot of mental preparation aside from that. And, you know, I give it to those guys who can work, you know, 9 to 5s every day and still do this. But, you know.
You put in a lot to do it, in other words.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Now, to keep it simple, why
that's funny, man. Your thumb's same as mine.
Oh! You can't pull the wool over.
Oh! Fuck! Damn it!
I was waiting for that shit, guy.
All right, that's good. Let's go.
Okay, anyways, so why do you do this shit? Why do you battle? Why are you involved in the culture?
I'm just really good at it. Yeah, that's because I feel like if I didn't do it, then I'd be letting myself down and my people down, everybody here, you know what I mean? Yeah. These people love it. I come here on time. I come here earlier than the fans because I show love. These are my people, you know what I mean? People I battle, they don't come till last minute. They're not out here, you know what I mean? They're suckers, man. Boom, boom. And we scrap in Scotia.
Battle rapping came natural to me because I've always had a competitive nature inside me, you know what I mean? And I want to win. I want that glory, you know? And once you've like stood in the circle and you've had, you know, people react and you've seen somebody, you know, be decimated by your fucking bars, you know what I mean? It's hard to go back. Definitely no like live show or anything I've ever done compares to the kind of energy that I felt from an audience in a battle. So it's really hard to fucking, you know, walk away from that kind of shit.
So here we are, everybody. We're at the end of this journey. And with that being said, thank you, Rob Roy, LK Visuals, and we out.